can have some of these. Is that yours? No. Oh, are we okay over there? You want to turn me up? Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. Hey. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Sweet Erickson Thunderbird Gym, our final game of the doubleheader. The men's Thanksgiving Classic game, the Casper College Thunderbirds with a record of 7-2 against Lake Region State from Devil's Lake, North Dakota, with a mark of 6-4 on the season. So, good to have you along. The ladies just finished winning their fourth game of the year to move to 4-3 on the season as they beat North Idaho in a game which neither team shot the ball very well, but the Birds prevailed by a final of 63-55. They were in a game that was only tied once. Lead changed hands 6 times. Birds led by as many as 9, and the biggest lead that North Idaho had, I believe, was 1. But now the nightcap getting set to go. The nightcap getting set to go. The T-Birds trying to pick up their 8th win in 10 tries this season. We'll see just exactly what happens with them as we get moving along here. Test, okay. All right, we'll get this thing underway. Casper being paced by the number 2 scorer in the entire nation in JUCO basketball. That would be Abdul Bashir, the sophomore from Omaha, averaging 30.3 points a game. Leading scorer in the nation is a guy up in North Idaho whom the Birds have played 3 times this year, Vaughn Weems, who is averaging 33.3. T-Birds come in averaging 97 a contest. You think that would be in the top 10 in the country? It's 11th. 2 teams in Region 9 are in the top 10. Gillette averaging 113 a game. And then Miles City averages, or Dawson averages, I think, 109. national anthem when we're set to go. We'll give you the starting lineups here as we get set to go. The Royals from Lake Region State College, Devils Lake. Number 1, Poet Davis, a 5'11 freshman averaging 9 a game at one of the guards. Number 11 tonight will be 6'5 sophomore Bronson Chambers from Ontario, Canada, averages 14. Number 21, 6'1 and a sophomore, Matt Muddingay, averaging 3 points a ball game from Mandan, North Dakota, joined by Akuk Aju, a 6'6 freshman from Alberta, Canada, averaging 15 points, 9 rebounds a game. And the man in the middle then will be Jinwine Tropness. He is a 6'10 sophomore, 13 points, 8 rebounds a game. He is from Montreal, Canada. For the T-Birds, they will go this way, beginning as you would expect with Abdul Bashir, the 6'6 sophomore from Omaha, second leading scorer in the country, averaging 30 points a ball game. Ethan Connery averages 12 points a ball game. Connery, 6'4 redshirt sophomore from Akron, Ohio. Joined by Nate Sasser III. Sasser, the 6'6 returning sophomore from West Palm Beach, Florida, averages 7 points. Stephen Osei. Osei is a 6'10 freshman from Toronto, averaging 11 points, 7 rebounds a game. And then Yel Dang is the man in the middle, 6'9 sophomore, Amarillo, Texas, averaging 5 rebounds per ball game and 10 points per ball game. So the Birds will counter with Bashir, Connery, Sasser III, Osei, and Dang for Casper College. Lake Region State in their visiting black uniforms, white numerals, blue trim. They've been up here a couple of times. It's an opponent that the Birds have met before. Including, I believe, last year, if I'm not mistaken, in this tournament. So it will be Osei jumping center, and he'll go against Tropness. And the T-Birds will see the ball come into backcourt to the Royals. Head fake on the 3, turning and cross-courting it way outside. They'll get it over to Poet Davis, leading scorer on the team. Long 3 on the way, short. Rebound tapped away from Osei, though. Comes loose for a long 3, and that's good. Poet Davis, averaging 18 a ball game, hits a 3 to start things out for the Royals. Birds on the attack, dribble drive, and a nice reverse layup. Sasser will hook it up and in, and it's 3-2. Back the other way. And stepping on the end line, that'll be a turnover. Matt Muddingay with the turnover. Birds will look at full court pressure. Bashir to throw it in the back court. For Connery, cross-court it to Sasser, who'll take it away. Sasser down the right side, pull up, kicks it back outside, 3-ball, Dang, got it. Well, he can shoot it from 3, and Casper gets its first lead of 2 points at 5-3. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by the T-Birds. Birds will see the Royals play it in and bring it ahead. Pull up from the left side, elbow, and that's good. Davis with his 4th point of the ball game, his 5th point of the ball game. Back the other way, Birds will try, and in deep, the rebound, offensive putback. Stephen Osei makes it a 7-5 ball game, a minute and a half in. Hurry up offense, air ball, no good. Sasser tried to chase it down, would have had to climb the stairs to get it. 18:30 to go, a minute and a half in. Out top, Poet, Davis will exchange, then get the ball right back. Try a three that's no good. Jose with the rebound for Bashir, and Bashir will bring it ahead down the right side. Reverse it, has the ball slapped out of his hands, and his turnover saved back the other way. Davis with a bounce pass and then the blocked shot. Jose going to draw the foul here. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. 18:05 to play, and Genuine Tropness to the free throw line. First free throw on the way is good. Averaging 13 points, 8 rebounds a game. The sophomore from Montreal, Canada, makes it 7-6. Chance to tie it up. We're barely 2 minutes into the contest, and he will. So, 7-all, 2 minutes in. Bird basketball out of backcourt. Here comes Sasser, and he is going to be guilty of a charge. And oh no, it's going to be an illegal pick. I was afraid of that. Set by Bashir. He'll pick up his first and the first team foul. Tom Parks not happy with the official call. There was really not much going on. The illegal pick, though, gives the Birds their first foul and their leading scorer his first foul early in the ball game. Muddingay swings it out top, alone for a three at the top. That's no good. The miss by Haju, and the Birds with the rebound. And here's Dang trying to split two defenders, and he'll draw the foul. See if they rule he was in the act of shooting. He was trying to get there. Poet Davis is going to get his first, so the two big scorers for each team with early fouls here. Muddingay will come out. Got to get a number here and see who came in. It looks like it'll be Alvin Payne, 6-foot freshman. Bashir looking to toss it in, gets it in way outside to Sasser. Sasser bouncing in the paint. Connery loses it, comes loose to Osei. His shot blocked and a foul whistle. This will. Tropness will get the foul. So he gets his first, and Osei is the man who steps to the line for the Thunderbirds. First one's good. Third point of the ball game. And the second one's there also. Going to get a substitution for the T-Birds. So Osei with 4. And the Bird lead is back to 2 and a steal. Connery stole it. Looking on the baseline, feeds Dang. He'll be fouled from behind and go to the line. Well. And I believe Tropness is going to pick up his second foul of the night early in the ball game. Bird subs Benil Basel in at one time, or just into the game. In and out, no good. First free throw by Dang is a miss. On the season, Yell comes in 70% at the free throw line. And the second one's nothing but net. He's got 4 points. And it's a 10-7 lead for the T-Birds. 3-point lead matches their biggest lead of the ball game. Inbound pass to Davis, double teamed in the backcourt. Clears it ahead to Payne, who brings it all the way down left side. Gets it over to Speed, who checked in. Antonio Speed for Davis on the baseline. That looked like a travel. Jump step in the lane, layup good. Bronson Chambers from Ontario, Canada, averaging 14 a contest, makes it a 10-9 score. 3 minutes in, a fast-paced game. Sasser misses with the right hand. The rebound, Benil. Davis gets it back out top. Benil Basel, rather. And the Birds will shovel it home. Sasser in deep with a little 10-footer to make it 12-9. Back the other way, running the court, and the layup is good. Aju, averaging 15 points, 9 rebounds a game, gets his team back within 1. Birds have brought in Nathaniel Talich, the freshman redshirt from Cheyenne, and then a foul whistled along the baseline. Parker Davis, the Fort Collins redshirt, getting set to come in. Bird basketball, trying to drive the baseline and putting it up off the glass. That's good. Benil Basel with his first hoop, and the Birds back on top by 3. Trapping at half court, managed to get it across to Payne. Payne with a shovel on the dribble drive, and he'll score in the lane. Wow. So, we're going to get a timeout here, I believe. Dang getting set to come in, but the Royals want a timeout. 15:39 to go, opening half, and the Birds by 1, 14-13. Fourteen, 14-13 Birds. Get a reset here. There we go. 15:39 to go. A fast-paced opening quarter here. The Birds by 1. We played only 4.5 minutes. Out of backcourt, Bashir, who hasn't scored yet in the ball game, gets it over to Davis. His pass gathered in right in front of the Royals bench. Basel for Talich, puts 2 men in the air, tried to reverse it, got the underside of the basket. It didn't get to the rim. Here's Bashir, dribble drive, scoop. No, that didn't get to the rim. Shot blocked, and that'll be the shot clock violation. Birds had a couple of point-blank looks. Talich hit the underside of the basket, and then Basel's shot was over the basket. Now a whistle here, and I believe Talich going to get the foul in the back court. That'll be his first. Team fouls now, 3 early ones for the Birds and 4 early ones for the Royals, who look at some full court pressure. Clear it across to Chambers. In deep, head fake, and they'll kick it back outside. Long 3. That's no good. Basel crashes the boards, takes the rebound, comes all the way down right side. Still has it on the floor. Spins into the lane. Hook it up. Got it with the left hand. Benil Basel with 4. The Birds back on top by 3. Here's a three from the right side angle, and that's good. Bronson Chambers now with 5, and we're tied. Birds came in averaging 97. Royals came in averaging 94. It's a high-scoring early affair. Parker Davis with a high arc three that's no good from the corner, and then a rebounding foul. And I believe it's going to go, yep, Basil's going to pick up his first. Team fouls will go even at 4 apiece as Ethan Connery comes back for Casper. Talich will take a seat. Well, I don't know if the players are out of breath, but I am. Substitution, Albert Wellington in for Lake Region State. Davis kicks it outside. 3, that is a miss that time by Wellington, who came off the bench. Here comes Bashir, gets a pick at half court, draws the double team, gets it out top. Basel gonna go hard and lay it off the glass. Boy, he's a load. You don't want to get in front of him. He's got 6 early points. Birds lead it by 2 again. Davis for 3, no. Nice rebound, Connery in with the tall guys. And then ahead, we're gonna have a foul whistled. Birds were on the break. And the foul going to be whistled against the Royals. This one will go against Albert Wellington. Birds will take it in the backcourt, face some pressure. Oof. Lots of scoring, lots of fouling here in the first 6.5 minutes. Parker Davis to Bashir. Abdul working against Wellington. Drives, reverse layup, up, and a foul. So Abdul, averaging 32nd in the country, gets his first hoop at the 13:29 mark. Going to be a shot at a 3-point play here. In addition to leading the team in scoring, he's also the best free throw shooter. Comes in tonight at 91% from the stripe. 2016, that's the biggest lead either team has had. The Birds on top by 4. And Bashir will make it a 5-point ball game with his 3rd point of the night. Birds was a little full court pressure again. Davis will come ahead with the dribble. Working against Basel. Goes in the corner for a wide open 3 that's good. Antonio Speed averages 7 a contest, the sophomore from Minneapolis. Basil's had the ball a lot here in the early going for the Birds. Bashir, double team, finally gets his way out. Gets it to Sasser, back to Abdul. Head fake on the 3, baseline, 2-pointer on the way, no. Tipped up, Dang, no. Gets his own rebound and follows it home. Wow, 6 points for Dang. Birds doing a lot of work down low and scoring down low. In deep, off the glass, didn't get to the rim. The miss by Akukaju. Birds come back quickly. Connery on the left side angle on the land of 3. Wants to burn baseline. Comes back, head fake, cross court. Deep in the corner, and Sasser will lay it home. Looked like he wanted to take the shot. Drove the baseline for an easy deuce. And now Davis can't handle the pass. Just looking the other way. Dropped it out of bounds. 3 subs coming in for Lake Region. For the T-Birds, we'll see Aaron Sievert, the New Zealand freshman, averaging 10 a ball game. He's in for the first time tonight. Sievert, along with Connery, Sasser, Osei, and Blake Neverdon, who gets the pass in the corner, tries a 3 immediately. The miss and the long rebound to Warrington. Remy Warrington Outside, they try and feed it down low. Double team, and the shot will be partially blocked, I believe, taken away. Osei gets it ahead to Sasser in the corner. They're going to leave. Sievert alone, couldn't get the three. Osei tried to take it back up, and it's slapped away from behind. Well, it is hot and heavy on a cold Friday night at T-Bird Gym. 11:32 to go here in the opening half, and we'll get a timeout with the T-Birds leading by 6, 25-19. Jack Noakes back at Erickson T-Bird Gym. Birds have their biggest lead of the night, 6, 25-19. They also have the basketball to the right side along the baseline. It will be Aaron Sievert to throw it in. Sievert to play it in has Dang, Sasser, Neverdon, and Connery in the forecourt with him, looking and gets it in. Sasser working one-on-one, drives too hard, didn't get to the rim, missed everything. Back the other way we come. Ron Lee on the run. Exchanges in deep, and the shot no good by Aju, but he drew the foul. Man, it's going to be a rough game to call. Stephen Osei gets his second, the first T-Bird in any sort of foul trouble. 5 fouls on the Birds, 6 on the Royals, and they will send Aju to the free throw line for a pair here. And the first one is no good. 6'6", freshman, 15 points, 9 rebounds a game from Alberta, Canada. Oops, somebody in the lane too soon, and it may have been Basel for the Birds. No, they're going to say, I don't know if he drew the Royal player offside in football language, but the Birds are going to get it on the turnover to Connery. Trying to advance a 6-point lead. We're almost halfway through the opening half. Connery bouncing, gets it right back from Sasser, lost it, taken away. Tropnis kicks outside for a three that's way long and an air ball, but it goes off the Birds. Bad miss that time by Remy Warrington, but it results in the Royals getting the ball along the end line to the right of their hoop. Toss it in and get it outside to Lee. Against Sievert, and a foul whistled away will negate Sievert's shot. Was it a 3-second call? At any rate, the basket's no good and the Birds get it. 25-19. Sievert gets it right back. Almost lost his dribble, then loses the basketball. 2-on-2, back the other way we come. Pull up, and Lee will miss a little 16-footer. Connery with a rebound for the Birds. reversing it, and he stumbles and falls on a blocking foul going to be whistled. Dribbled the ball off his knee, but he had a reason, because he was being tripped up. It'll be the 7th team foul. Trying to see who they called the foul on. Officials will go to the scorer's table. Haven't put it up yet. Well, we wait. Ethan Connery is going to step to the free throw line here. Connery on the season. He'll miss the 1-and-1, the front end of the 1-and-1. Never did see who the foul was on. It remains 25-19. We approach 10 to play in the opening half. Here's the dribble drive. Poet Davis, a wild one in deep that's good. He's got 6 now. Birds with a miss. Connery with the rebound. Sievert hooks it right back to Ethan in the corner. Tries to spin away from trouble. Low post feed. Basil out top. They'll swing it quickly to Sasser. Looking back for Bashir. Fall away. Baseline. Got it. Bird lead back to 6. Poet Davis with the basketball. Davis dribble drive shot blocked by Sasser. The follow, and that's blocked away. Sievert on the run. No look pass. They'll kick outside. Connery 3. Got it. He's got 3, and the Birds lead by 9 now. The pressure bothering the Royals. Alone. Long 3. No good. Connery tips it and then picks it up off the deck. Brings the break back. Looking. Here is Sasser. Reverse it up and in. He's got 8. Did the basket not go? Score stays 30-21. Birds by 9, 8:56 to go. Up and down the court we go in a hurry. The official's going to confer here. Is the score right is my question. I had to look down at my score sheet. And unfortunately that means I miss things sometimes. It'll stay 30-21. Ball belongs to the Royals. Spin dribble now by Chambers. He's in trouble. Gets it back out front. Davis against Talich. Wild one-hander from the elbow right. No. Birds have a 3-on-1 back the other way. Nathaniel lay it up and in. In a hurry, down court, in the lane, the little floater, good by Ron Lee. Looked like he was out of control, but he got the basket. Cut the Bird lead back to 9. They've now led by as many as 11. Whew. I'm tired watching. It's not because of the Thanksgiving dinner either. Here's the dribble drive, and Basil just moving people out of his way. Gets the layup for his 8th point of the ball game. Almost got the steal back the other way in the paint, and that'll be a charge, an offensive player control foul. Going to go against Aju. And the Birds will take it in the backcourt with an 11-point lead. 8:05 to go in the opening half. Good crowd on hand. Black Friday. A cold night outside, a warm night for the T-Birds right now in the gym, and that's going to be an offensive player control foul against Sievert as he pushed off. Team fouls will be the 7th for the Birds. 8 right now on Lake Region, but the Royals should go to the free throw line. We're going to get a timeout on the court, I believe. Maybe? Yes? No signal yet? Now we get the signal. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take 1, 2, and we'll be back in a minute. Jack Noakes back at the house that Swede built, Erickson T-Bird Gym, and the Birds out to an 11-point lead with 7:58 left here in the first half. Lake Region State from Devil's Lake, North Dakota. As you would expect, a lot of Minnesota guys, some Canadians on the team. They have the basketball and trying to dribble against traffic is Chambers. Cross courts it now outside, and the running one-hander no good. The rebound taken away. Dang. Birds have really dominated the glass thus far. Head fake on the 3. Sievert looking, gets it back to Basel. Basel going to back his way into the paint, kicks outside to Talich. Talich to the top. Looking for Sievert, cross court in the corner, high arc 3, got it. Yal Dang, the big guy can shoot it outside. He's got 9 and the lead is 14 now. Long 3, Lee with the miss, rebound in the paint, cleared away by Antonio Speed, and then the shot missed, and a flat-footed rebound for Talich. Back to Bashir. Abdu pull-up, his 3 is his first of the ball game, and he's fouled. So the second leading scorer in the nation with his 8th point, I believe. And he'll go to the line, try and finish a 4-point play. The Birds have opened up a 17-point lead at 40-23. Lake Region came in with a mark of 6-4 on the season. Birds with a mark of 7-2. Casper 5-0, a perfect record thus far this year on the home court at T-Bird Gym. Bashir 91% from the free throw line on the season, looking for his 9th point of the night. And he'll get it. Well, it's not automatic, but it's about as close as you can get at 91%. Back the other way we come. Warrington loses his dribble, exchanges with Payne. Swing it outside from the left side arc. No, long rebound, Bashir. Baseballs it ahead. Sasser, dribble drive, lay it up with a soft left hand. He's in double figures with 10, the first T-Bird with 10. Pull up for a long 3, no. Basel with another rebound. Boy, when he comes down the sideline, you want to be thinking about moving out of his way. His shot blocked. He drives to the floor. I think we're going to call that a foul. Benil Basel from Ottawa, Canada, 6'8" freshman. Kind of clearing people out of his way here tonight. 18 fouls on the Birds, 9 on the Royals, and Basel gets his second of the ball game, sends Bronson Chambers, 6'5" sophomore from Ontario, averaging 14 a contest. Chambers will go to the free throw line where he's a 63% shooter. Bird lead is 20, he'll cut it to 19. 6:08 left in the opening half. Casper College women were victorious earlier against North Idaho. Dang with the rebound, jump step in the lane, layup, no, gets his own rebound, couldn't hang on. Loose ball gathered and taken away, Payne on the run. Almost had it slapped from behind, throws up the layup too hard. Connery will clear it and bring it ahead. A racehorse to Sasser, who saved it from going out of bounds. Back the other way, 1-on-2, and a block as Davis thought he was going to get a foul there. Birds managed to slap it loose. The ball will stay along the baseline with the Royals. Warrington to play it in. Still looking now, gets it way out top. And they'll try the three that's off the heel of the iron. Ball tapped around. Dang gets the rebound at half court at the top of the circle, and Connery will take the pass and lay it home with the right hand. He's got 5, the lead now, 21. Wow. In the corner, another push on another three that's a little bit short. Rebound to the Birds, drive it ahead, and Vanille will lay it home. Basel in double figures with 10. And Jared Marshall has seen enough. The Royals need a timeout with 5:04 to go. 47-24, the Birds trying to double up Lake Region State. Lake Region with the basketball. Birds will apply some pressure, and Lake Region will throw it out the door almost into the training room. Well, after falling behind early, the Birds have blown the doors open. Connery gets it right back, pulls up for a long three that's no good. Rebound will be taken away and cleared away by Ajou. Gives it over to Warrington. Tries to go all the way inside, kicks outside, three that's no good. Dang with a rebound and a foul whistled away from the ball. I believe, well, they're going to give it to Parker Davis, his first. 9 team fouls for the Birds, so we're going to be in the bonus, I believe. Well, they put it up for Davis. Now the Birds are throwing it in. So that can't be right. They had it wrong. Bashir will toss it in. Birds get the basketball. They'll bring it ahead. Bashir at the top. Gets it outside. Dang with a miss on the three. It was an air ball that came right to Connery for the putback. When things are going right, they're going right big time. 25 points the lead for Casper. They have doubled up Lake Region 49-24. Lee with the basketball out of backcourt. Swings it left side outside to Chambers. Chambers backing away, fall away, got it from the elbow. Chambers with 7 now. Bashir working one-on-one, draws the double team, hooks it way out top. Connery alone, high arc, high point outfit. Connery now with 10. He's in double figures after the 3. 26 points. The lead growing and growing and growing. Dribble drive, kick it back outside. Loose ball picked up off the floor. Neverdime will clear it ahead. Here's Bashir, pull up, high arc 3 off the heel. No, ball tapped around, comes to Dang. Misses, puts it back up, misses, draws the foul. Be the 3rd personal for Aju. Birds are going to go to the line from here on out. 10 team fouls. And the Birds in total command here in the first half. Didn't start out that way. It started out with Lake Region looking pretty good, especially from the land of 3 and running the break. But that did not last very long. It has been all Casper pretty much for the last 10 minutes of this ball game. They have just dominated and now lead it by 26. I'm just going out to look at, this is the 7th game between these two teams. Casper leads the series 5-1. And right now, threatening to make it 6-1 after one half of play. It's 52-26. Birds being paced by 3 players with 10 points apiece. Benio Basel has 10, Nate Sasser III has 10, 10 for Ethan Connery, and then the second leading scorer in the nation, Abdul Bashir, didn't score for a long time, like the first 7 minutes, now has 9. Tom Parks will tell you that Abdul, if he doesn't have it, not shooting well, or if he's getting double teamed and open, he's not afraid to give the ball up. And the Birds are getting a lot of production down low tonight. Dang to the free throw line. He can get to double figures with a free throw here, and he will. His 10th, he becomes the 4th T-Bird in the books with 10 points right now. And the team has 53. That shows you some fairly well-balanced scoring. Second one by the freshman, no good, front of the rim. Davis couldn't get the rebound, and here they come. The Royals basketball. Dribble drive down the left side, turning and kicking it in the corner for Warrington. Tried to drive baseline, had to cross-court it to the Birds. Long 3, no good. And the rebound, Dang took it away from Parker Davis, who gets it right back. Brings it right side and then gets it back again. Davis to the elbow, kicks in the corner. Talich for a 3 that's no good. Talich for an interception, tips it away, and the ball comes loose in deep, and a miss by Lat Moneydell. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Casper. Wow. Warrington to play it in, way outside for Muddingay. Right back to Warrington, spins in the lane, hooks it up with the left hand, no. Talich, rebound, yes. For Bashir. Abdul between the legs, wants to go right side, draws double team, has it slapped away. It's going to go into the back court, and Talich will let it roll out of bounds. I believe it should be the T-Bird ball. Was touched by Lake Region. Ethan Connery set to come back for the T-Birds. No leading scorer because 4 guys have 10. 3 guys have, no, 4 guys have 10. 1 has 9. Just 5 players in the scorebook for the Birds. With 2:14 to go on the lead, 53-26. Connery with that left-hand dribble, feeding out top. Give it to Dang. Lets everybody go by. Sets for a three-pointer, no good. Long rebound on the run. Taken away and dribbling all the way down. His shot blocked as Payne. Looked like Dang got a hand on it, and then trying to get it to Ethan Connery and blowing by him. Bronson Chambers. Connery thought Chambers touched it. It'll stay with or go over to the Royals. Birds will go back on defense. We're under 2 to play now here in the opening half. Ron Lee holds over his head, loses the dribble, gets it out front, and a pushing foul. Going to be whistled here. I think Nathaniel Talich will get this one. Be his second. Team fouls are even at 10 apiece. We're 2 shots from here on out. Double bonus for Poet Davis, who started out the game with 5 quick points. Averages 18 a contest. First one on the way is good. Scoreboard says he has 8. I had him with 7. It's all right. He's a 5'11 freshman from Minneapolis. 18 points, 6 rebounds a game coming into the contest tonight. And the second one rolls off, no good. Tapped out of bounds, and they'll say it went off of Alvin Payne. Birds will get it. They'll look at some token pressure in the backcourt, get it to Connery. He'll break the double team and get it ahead to Dang in front of the Royals bench. And a foul going to be whistled here. Connery to the free throw line. Foul was on Ron Lee. Connery's free throw is good, so Ethan becomes the leading scorer for the Birds with 11 points. 3 others with 10 and Bashir with 9. 27-point lead, 28-point lead. Largest of the contest, 55-27. Still 90 seconds left in this one. Long high arc 3 from the right, tapped around, no. Rebound in deep, reverse it up and in. Alvin Payne's 4th point. For Parker Davis, Birds have numbers, 3-on-2, shovel home the layup, that's good. The redshirt freshman from Fort Collins, his first score. Lee, head fake, steps inside the arc, misses a 14-footer. Birds will get it to Neverdon, who fades Davis on the baseline, colliding, couldn't get the little one-hander to go, slow getting up, but he's all right. Into the paint, little jump step, and Bronson Chambers floats one home. Bird basketball, Neverdon left alone, and the freshman from Baltimore gets his own rebound and stuffs it home. Neverdon with his first basket. Timeout Casper. 33 seconds to go. It's all T-Birds, 59-31. When they go to the locker room, Tom Parks is going to be happy. So are his players. Boy, they have gotten scoring from everywhere. The guards have done it. The forwards and the big guys have dominated. And Abdul Bashir with 9 points. You'd look at it and say, wow, here's a guy averaging 30 a contest. He's only got 9. Well, that's because it spread so evenly with the other guys. 4 guys had 10 a moment ago. Now the leading scorer is Connery with 12. Birds will throw on the full court pressure, 33 seconds to go. Ahead, Lee going to be fouled. Rohan Butler into the lineup for the first time tonight and picks up an early foul. Will send Lee, the 5'11 freshman, to the free throw line. Another Minneapolis product on this North Dakota team. Lee's free throw is good. Third point of the ball game. Lake Region came in averaging 94, giving up 88. The Birds came in averaging 97, giving up 89. Lee's second free throw is there. Now Butler trapped, loses the ball, and the layup will be good by Poet Davis for his 10th point of the ball game. Birds get it ahead to Sasser, bouncing along the baseline. Dang couldn't hang on to it. Wasn't a great pass. Back the other way. We'll try the three. That is no good. Davis with the miss. Dang with the rebound. 5 seconds to go. Neverdon left alone after the head fake drains a three. Well, Blake Neverdon comes in and hits a couple of threes in the last minute, and the Birds go to the locker room in command. The score, Casper College 62, Lake Region State 35. It's halftime at the Swede. We'll be back with the second half in about 10 minutes. Take a charge from Benil? No. That's like a fullback coming at you. He's a mismatch nightmare. I mean, you're not stepping in front of him. Nah, they just don't want to give him calls because his size. Oh. It's like, he may be shorter in size, but talking to straight brute strength and weight, he's going to move everybody. I guess. I mean, he already has his D1 offer from Worthing. Thank you. From who?
a former 3-star prospect, so he has the talent to do so. If you need me, flag me down, I'll be down there.
Yeah, I just ready. Halftime has come to an end. T-Birds 62, Lake Region State 35. We head to the second half of play. One statistic leaping off the page. The Birds out-rebound the Royals 38-15. Yell dang for the T-Birds. 15 rebounds himself, the same as the whole team from Lake Region State. Casper led by as many as 30. Lake Region State had a 3-point lead in the first minute, and that has been it. Bird basketball, we start the second 20 minutes with Sasser looking for Connery, bouncing low post, ducking in. Ose has his shot blocked back the other way on the run, and the layup will be good. Poet Davis with his 12th point of the ball game. Lake Region starts out with the opening salvo. Here's Bashir working against Muddingay, who works him over a little, no call. Get it to Sasser, drive off the glass too hard. Ball picked up by Sasser off the floor, tries to go back up with it. That shot blocked, and then he runs in. He runs into Tropness, who blocked the shot, knocks him down out of bounds, and that'll be a foul on the T-Birds. Birds will go to full court pressure. They'll have Dang, Osei, Bashir, Connery, and Sasser, the starting five out there. Quickly back the other way. Lake Region trying to get in deep, and they'll score it in deep. Aju with his 4th point of the ball game. And the first 4 points of the half go to the Royals. Here's Dang left alone. 3-pointer, good. I'll tell you what, if you don't cover that big dude, he is going to drain it from outside. Running layup, no good. Bashir with the gather on the floor, gives it to Connery for a 3-ball that's good. Connery with 15, and the Birds back on top by 29, their biggest lead of the night. Ball will go out of bounds, and we'll get some substitutions here. Sasser will take a seat. Talich back in for the T-Birds. Bashir trying to get in the pocket of Muddingay. Muddingay gets the inbounds pass deep in the backcourt. Exchanges with Davis, who looks back out top. Dribble, drive, spin. Oh, Connery almost had the swipe. In the corner, deep for a 3. That's no good. Connery flags down the rebound. Birds on the run. Connery dishing, or rather Talich dishing. Connery feeding in deep. Jose with a miss, and he gathers it back in. Puts it up for his 6th point of the night. Dang with a nice hand deflects a pass intended in deep. Just underway in a second half of what has been a dominating Casper College men's basketball team here tonight. See if it continues for the final 18 minutes. Lee left alone for the 3. That's good. Left corner. Make it Poet Davis left alone. He's got 15 now. Bird basketball. Connery works it behind his back. Jump step, and a foul going to be whistled. I think Davis is going to get this one. We shall see. Yep. Team fouls even at 1 apiece in the first 2 minutes. Bashir looking and gets it to Osei. Right side of the paint, and he'll dunk it. They went around him like they were going to double team, and that just left Osei wide open to the basket. Back the other way, dribble drive, left hand, left short, ball tapped around, comes away, and it'll be an easy deuce for Chambers. His 11th point makes it 72-44. Dang. out top. Puts it on the floor. Steps inside the arc and drains a 17-footer. 15 now for Yale Dang. 74-44 Birds by 30. Long cross-court pass in deep. They kick it back outside. Davis swings it right side outside. 3-ball, no. And Dang will tip it ahead and get it over to Connery. Looking at Talich cutting through the lane. Brings it outside Bashir. Bashir wants Nathaniel to go down through the lane. Bashir working on the baseline. His shot is blocked out of bounds. With authority that time by the big guy. Genuine Tropness gets credit for the block. 15 on the shot clock as the Birds play it in. Baseline right of their own hoop, leading by 30. Bounce it in all alone. Dang for his 17th point of the ball game. 32-point margin. Kick it outside. Poet Davis. That is a long distance three that's no good. Ball kept alive by one of the Royals who goes into the crowd, and the Birds get it back. Have they got 5 guys on the court now? They do. 24 on the shot clock. Casper deep in the corner. In the forecourt, Bashir to throw in. Osei back out to Abdul. Sets the pick. Abdul will use it and give it right back, give and go. And Osei throws up the left hand, no. Connery for a rebound, couldn't get it. Here comes Lake Region. Davis, 3-ball on the way, may have been partially blocked. Rebound Dang for Bashir, behind the pick, 3-ball on the way, got it. It's almost automatic from that distance. He's got 12 now. The lead is 35 points. 79-44. Pass in deep. Connery hustle. Knocks it out of bounds. And the ball will stay with the Royals. We're going to get a timeout on the court. 15-14 still left in this one. Casper College dominating 79-44 over Lake Region State. T-Birds will be back in action tomorrow. We should run down what's happened thus far in this tournament. And earlier tonight, the T-Bird ladies won 63-55 over North Idaho. Adama Bajikoli led the way with 11 points for the T-Birds. Took a bad spill. We'll see if she's available tomorrow. Western Wyoming was a winner also, 70-59 over Lake Region State in the other women's game. Western with 4 players in double figures to win that ball game. And then in the other men's game, Western Wyoming, another win. This one 78-71 over McCook, Nebraska. And Western in that ball game led by Vendiola Westmoreland, who had 20 points. Gediminus Elysius had 18 as they win it 78-71. T-Birds leading this one in the men's contest by 35, 79-44. Long way to go, 15 minutes. Casper not showing any signs of giving up the domination, though. Bashir out of backcourt. Will chase Payne across the timeline. Still has it with the left hand. High post feed. Basel wants to go. Gets it to Bashir. Basel gets it right back. Going to go to the hoop strong. Kicks outside. Dang, high arc. That's an air ball. And Sasser tried to save it. Couldn't do so. Get a timeout again here with 14:49 to play. Not sure where that came from. The scorer's table wants to talk with you, the officials. Once upon a time, this old man knew all the officiating guys, all the officials. Now the call goes out oftentimes to the Denver area for these guys. Once in a while, we'll see a Rosie Brown, or we'll see Ben Partlow or some of those guys, but a lot of new faces for an old man. Birds led this thing at the halfway mark and have not shown any signs of letting up. Led it at the halfway mark 62-33. They lead it now 79-44. Just a shade under 15 minutes left in the contest. Lake Region State to play the ball in. In the backcourt, they'll look at pressure. Alvin Payne tosses it in, gets it to Bronson Chambers, right over to Ron Lee. Lee back to Chambers to Lee, gets it across, and gets it right back. Lee dribbles off his foot, loses it. Connery will peel away as it was 1-on-3, gets it to Osei. Dribble drive, laid it up a little too high, drew the foul. I think. Yes. That's going to be 4 on the big guy. Genuine Tropness picks up his 4th. Dang to the free throw line. He's got 18 now after the make there. Just checking on the season, a 70% free throw shooter for the Birds. Gets another. The lead has grown to 36. I'm running out of places to work on my score sheet. And the second one's good too. Yale now with 19, and he leads the scoring parade. 15 for Ethan Connery for the Birds. Dribble drive down left side, kick it back out front to Antonio Speed. In deep and a block shot and a foul. Latin Moneydell strong to the hoop, the 6'6" freshman from Alberta. He'll go to the line and get a couple now. Foul will be on Dang, just his first of the night. (81-44). Yikes. In and out, no good. The official had trouble with that rebound. Came off a little funny. Don't get hurt on a missed free throw. Looked like he had a little English on that thing. He cued it. Second one on the way, same thing. The English wasn't as severe. The basket didn't go down. The official wasn't going to get hit with that one. Bird basketball on the rebound. Bashir for Basel. Can't handle the pass. Gets it in the corner, though, to Sasser, who will bring it back out top. Looking down low, Bashir turns, fall away, baseline, no. Rebound, Dang, yes. 21 for Dang now. Birds getting close to a 40-point margin. They lead by 39. Dang tosses ahead. Connery bounce on the run and a slam by Sasser. Sasser with 12, and the lead is 41 points for Casper. Back the other way, we're going to try and get a slam, but the failure by Moneydell. A foul will be whistled against the Birds. T-Birds, last time out were, well, they're averaging 97 a ball game. Forgot to look and see how many times they've been over 100, but they've done it. Here's an air ball, a terrible three that never got rim. Hard off the glass, rebound Connery. Gives it back to Davis, right back to Ethan in front of the Bird bench. For Davis, one dribble to Connery, corner, left side. Head fake three, gives it to Sasser. Sasser lays it off, and a little soft one-hander in the lane, good. Nice look for Basel, who gets his 12th point of the ball game. 43-point margin. Lake Region has scored 44. Owie. Birds will pressure. Cleared ahead. And Basel will challenge the shot. Moneydale's with the miss. Basel gets it ahead. Running one-hander Davis, no. Basel rebound, though, and then he walked with the basketball. .12:40. Time remaining to be played. Birds by 43 points. Back the other way. Poet Davis with the miss on the running one-hander, but he draws a foul. Ethan Connery gets the foul. It's 4 team fouls for the Birds, 2 this half on the Royals. Davis, 18 points a game, leading scorer on the team. That free throw is good for his 16th of the night. And the 17th point is there also. Bird basketball, Sasser bouncing backcourt. Abdul pulls up, left side elbow, got it. 14 for Abdul Bashir now. Ball in deep, throwing up a little one-handed hook for his first hoop. Moneydale gets his first basket of the ball game. Birds come back with Arun, I'm going to say it right, Arun Sievert. (89-48). Boy, it seems like there's a lot of timeouts being taken here. Birds by 41 points, being paced by Yaldang with 21, 15 for Ethan Connery, 14 for Abdul Bashir, 12 apiece for Benio Basel and Nate Sasser III. Everybody in the scorebook except Stephen Osei is in for doubles right now. No, Neverdon has 5. Osei has 8. Well, if the Birds needed to work off that Thanksgiving dinner that they were afforded, I think they've done it. They have managed to get up and down the court. They have managed to put the ball in the cylinder a lot. At the half, they were out rebounding the Royals by 23 rebounds. They're outscoring them now by 41 points. Casper basketball. Sievert will have to get it way out front. They'll get it to Abdul Bashir, long three. I can't even see that far. 17 now for Bashir. Dribble drive, and Davis with a nice left-hand layup for his 19th point of the ball game. whistle. Not sure what the problem was. Well, evidently, Birds were out of bounds. No. Royals were out of bounds. Bird basketball for Bashir. Boy, he's got a pure stroke, and it's shown up again tonight. He let his teammates do a lot of the early scoring. In deep, Sasser will score, but they'll take it away. Foul before the shot. It will be on Wellington, his third. Team foul 5, I think. Bird basketball to Bashir. Guess what? In and out and off the glass. Almost came back down. Sievert gets the rebound, gives it to Bashir. No, Sasser taps it. Davis couldn't pick it up. Back the other way we come with a dribble drive and a miss. Bashir with the rebound. Abdul leaving people in his wake on the floor. Layup is good. Oh, it was like somebody put a coat of ice down. It was a hockey rink. One head fake and see you later. Davis, whoa, what a high arc, almost off the glass, off the backboard. It was so high he managed to get it to go home. In deep, Osei spins it up and lays it in for his 10th point. 96-52, we still got 10 minutes to go. The jam inside, Antonio Speed for his 5th. Neverdon set to come back for the T-Birds. Sasser bounce in deep, easy layup, Osei. Not much going on defensively in this baby. 10 minutes exactly left. And the 3 ball is left short. Long rebound, Sievert. Out of back court, ahead to Parker Davis. Reverse layup, got it! Nifty little move by the redshirt freshman from Fort Collins. And the Birds at the century mark with 9:45 to play. It's 100-54. We'll be back in a moment. Well, a lot of people headed for the exit with still 9:45 to play. Tomorrow's games look like this at noon. Western Wyoming versus North Idaho. That's the women's game. Men's game, Western Wyoming versus Lake Region State, is at 2 o'clock. Then at 4, we'll have the Casper College women against Lake Region State. And at 6, the men on the court again. They'll go against McCook from Nebraska. Here, no problemo for the T-Bird men, who lead by 46 with 9.5 minutes left in the contest. To the free throw line, Remy Warrington, 6'2" freshman from Sydney, Australia. And he'll get it off the heel, no good. Second one on the way. That one's a little bit better. Warrington's first point of the contest. See if Birds slow the pace any. We're going to work it around the outside. Neverdon for Davis. Davis right back. Neverdon, high arc 3. That's no good. Long rebound. He got it back. Puts it off the glass for a deuce. Neverdon with 7 now. In deep. Pass deflected. Osei, nice defensive play in the lane. Gets it to Sievert in deep. And Osei's shot will be blocked out of bounds. Birds should keep it along the end line. Osei deep in the corner, head fake three, drives, lays it up and in. Soft touch, never went to the glass, just laid it up. He's got 14. Back the other way, the shootout continues. In deep, they'll bounce it. Looking for Tropness, who's back in the lineup with 4 personal fouls. 3 out of the corner, no good. Here's Parker Davis for Sievert. Head fake on the 3. Gives it cross court for a 3. That's no good. Dang with a rare miss from outside. Wow, that's laughable. That's not even NBA three-point land. That's I'm in Nebraska three-point land, and it's good. Poet Davis, probably the longest three-pointer we've seen all year. Man. Birds back the other way, in deep. Osei has it knocked loose, wanted a foul, didn't get it, and then Never Down will commit the foul. Bird's going to take a little time out here. We're down to 7:53, 104 to 58. Casper. Not much you can say if you're Lake Region State, the coaching staff. Just got blown away tonight. And all you can do is go back and hope tomorrow that you play a little bit better, or a lot better actually. For the T-Birds, you want to get through this thing now and reserve some energy for McCook and hope nobody gets hurt. Because McCook will be here tomorrow evening. We should tip off around 6 o'clock. Ladies' game should be about a 4 o'clock tip tomorrow. Basel, Never Done, Sievert, and Osei out on the court for the Birds, along with, I guess I said Davis. Birds will go to a little full court pressure here. Got a lot of the bench in now. Here's a dribble drive, feed in deep, nice feed, and the finish by Tropness for just his 4th point of the contest. Birds by 44 still, with a long 3 that's a miss. I have them with their biggest lead of 46. Gonna kick it outside for another long 3. This is an air ball. So Davis, who drilled one from about 30 feet away, misses that time on maybe a 28-footer. Missed everything, though. Approaching 7 to play. Never Done. Elbow left side for Davis. Parker, his left-hand layup is swatted out of there. 3-on-1 back the other way. And the dribble drive is good, and a finish that time by Chambers. He also drew the foul, and it'll be a chance for the 3-point play. Luke gets the foul for the T-Birds. He had checked in. Bowie with the foul, I believe. Cardo is in for the T-Birds also now. He'll have the ball right side angle. The freshman from France has it knocked loose, picks it up near half court, still has it on the floor. Give it to Never Done. Soft one hand push, just rolled it home. Nice shot for his 9th point. Foul coming back the other way. Stops the clock with 6:30 to go. I believe Sievert will get his 3rd. Aaron hasn't scored yet in the ball game, averaging 10 a contest. One in a bonus here for Poet Davis, the leading scorer for Lake Region with 23. Missed it. Rebound Basel. Going to bring it ahead. Don't get in front of him. All the way down. Goes in the corner. Push for a long three. Sievert couldn't get it to go. And then a foul on the rebound. Little collision. Basel colliding with and picking up the foul. Chambers will go to the free throw line. Bronson Chambers, 6'5", sophomore, Ontario, 13 on the evening. His 14th point. And his 15th. (106-64), approaching 6 to go. Cardo has the ball knocked loose and off his foot out of bounds. Royals ahead into the front court, out top. Set a pick, didn't get the three. Now they look in deep. Head fake, boring in, having his shot blocked away. Tropness looked like he had an easy deuce. The Birds say no. Dang comes back the other way. Pull up goes right side and set. Cardo driving the baseline, kicks outside for a three that's no good. Neverdon then chases down a long rebound, loses it. Tropness will throw it into the scorer's table. Question is, how long is this 5 minutes and 37 seconds going to take? 106-64. Have to look when we get a chance at the Birds' high point output. I think is 139 this year. That ball will go out of bounds, and on the rebound over two. Lake Region State, Devils Lake, North Dakota. Going to fall to 6-5 on the season. Birds will go to 8-2. There's a pass in deep. Tropness bores in, lays it up and in. Genuine with his 6 point. Still playing with 4 personals. Butler in the lineup for the Birds. Gets a pick right in front of his bench. Still has it on the 4. Reverses. Looking for someone. Going to have to find the high post. Osei out top. Basel for a 3. And Neverdon for a rebound. But a foul going to be whistled. Looked like Alvin Payne caught one across the chops. It's not hockey. There's no teeth dangling. And Payne will go to the free throw line. 4 points for the 6-foot freshman from Blaine, Minnesota. 5 points. Oh, what a mess of a score sheet, but it's a good mess. And the second one's there also. Under 5 to go now. Butler out of backcourt. The sophomore from London. Giving it over to Cardo. Running one-hander on the baseline. Missed it from the left side. Back the other way. And it'll be an easy layup. Tropness looking for and finding Warrington for his first hoop of the ball game. We'll stop the clock now with 4:33 to play. It's 106-70. T-Birds by 36. They have led by as many as 46. I'm going to say we're just taking a 30-second timeout here, I think. Which is about all we need. Casper College with a big home win before a good crowd on this Black Friday. Should have a good one again tomorrow for the doubleheader. The women should tip it off about 4 o'clock tomorrow. Men should tip it right around 6. If all goes well with the 2 games that precede the Casper College ones. Well, ball will belong to, excuse me while I look through my phone, Birds will look at some pressure in the back court evidently. I'm just trying to see what Casper's high output this year has been. Back in, here's Butler driving to the right side, fall away, air ball, rebound, Osei put it up and in. Osei with 16 now, 108-70, and then a loose ball picked up by the Birds in the lane. Butler's going to come all the way back, go in the corner, Neverdon, high arc, 3, got it. Well, they got him because he can shoot from the guard position. He's got a dozen now. Long three-pointer in and out, rattled away. Isaac Warhurst in the lineup, missing for Lake Region. Bird basketball, Basel for Osei, and the slam. Put that baby in the slammer. He's got 18. Into the front court. First time tonight we've seen Lat Moneydell. No, second time. The miss on the layup that time by Payne. Birds will get the ball. 3.5 to go, and the lead is 43. And a steal here. Butler losing the ball, then he tries to poke it loose, and he will pick up the foul. Trying to take a look here. Casper's big output was 139 to 106, their win on the 22nd against Miles Community College, someone they'll see again, obviously, in Region 9. 139, that's the second highest output the Birds have ever had in history. I believe the highest was 144 a couple years ago against the Impact Academy, that team of Salt Lake City guys who wanted to go the route of playing after high school and trying to get a notice to pick up a scholarship. So the Birds going to be nowhere near the 139 mark, but the 113 this evening should be their second highest output, and it will be their second highest output of the year. $113.70, 3:17 still showing on the scoreboard clock. At the free throw line, Alvin Payne. Ten team fouls for the Birds, so he's shooting 2, missed the first, only 4 in the second half for Lake Region. Second one on the way, that's no good too, and a scramble for the rebound controlled by Lake Region. Lee wants a long 2 and he'll get it. He's got 7 now. 113-73. Butler all the way down left side. Fall away on the turnaround. No. Basel keeps it alive. Comes right back to Butler. For Cardo. Down the left side. Running one-hander. Got net. Didn't use the glass. Camille's first basket of the ball game. Cross court out top. Lee looking right side outside. Another three on the way. No. Rebound. Follow. Put back up and in. Aju with his 6th point of the ball game. Here's Butler down the left side again for Cardo out of the corner. No. Basel rebound. Follow. Yes. Whew. He is a force inside. He's got 12 now. Approaching 2 minutes to go. Long three-pointer again is good out of the left corner. Isaac Warhurst, a 6'3" sophomore from Adelaide, Australia, with his first bucket. Bird basketball. Cardo trying to clear out. Bounces outside. Butler three. No. Running the court. Warhurst was open. They didn't get him the ball. They lose the dribble and kick it over for a three that's no good. And the rebound, guess who? Basel. Wow. He's going to have a bunch too. Sievert backing his way in. Oh, nice bounce pass. Basel went up for the stuff. Hit the floor hard, came down hard, fouled hard, going to the hoop. Believe the foul will be on Lat Moneydell. That was a major league collision underneath the basket. So, Basel will toe the free throw line. Benil with 14 points on the night. He averages 2 a ball game. Freshman, 6'8", from Ottawa, Canada. He's 6'8" tall, but he's about 6'7" wide. You do not want to get in front of this guy going to the hoop. See what kind of touch he has. First one on the way is good. His 15th point of the ball game. Second one on the way. No. Rebound. Cardo sneaks in the lane. Kicks outside. Sievert for three. That's no good. Basel rebound. Throw it up with the left hand. That's good. Ambidextrous. 17 points now for him. Air ball. Long three. Lee tried from the right side. 120-78. 70 seconds remaining in the contest. Sievert's had a quiet night, hasn't scored. Most of the scoring done deep inside. In deep, running one-hander, using the glass. Neverdon now with 14. That's his high output, I'm sure, for the year. There's a long three again, and this time it's good again. Isaac Warhurst from Adelaide, Australia, has found a spot on the left side of the court from the land of three. Rohan Butler is going to score it. No, my bad. Basel. Cross-court pass. Warhurst trying to back his way in from that corner, and they're going to get him for a push-off and a foul. Well, we're down to the final 30 now. 129-81. And Tom Parks has told Sievert just to stand at half court and run out the shot clock, which is almost identical to the game clock, because the Birds moved to 8-2 on the season. A resounding 124-81 win. And from about 5 minutes into this ball game, it never was in doubt. 124-81, your final. Birds with a big victory and a big win. We'll come back. We'll take a look at statistics, have a chance to chat with Tom Parks when we return. This is T-Bird Basketball. That's all right. Nobody cares, do they? Do they have assigned seats? Do they? Oh, they are? Yeah. She always sits next to me, that's all I know. Thanks. See you later. Yeah, Oz, right. Man, that was brutal. Score of the Avalanche hockey game. Yeah, it was okay. Family time. It was good. How about you? Did you? Some tamales for Thanksgiving? Were they turkey tamales? Oh, no. Did you make them yourself? There you go. That's good. There's nothing like homemade tamales, especially when Grandma good to have around. Well, we'll see how long he takes to get over here. I don't want any more. We can take him home or we can throw him out. We'll throw him out on the way out. You want to go? You need to go to the bathroom? It's down in the corner, dear. Margot. Well, there's nobody there. There'll be nobody in there. If you need to go, I'll still be up here interviewing him. So just come up here. There he comes with the stats, so we'll do that. And then he should be here. You wanted to run up here anyway. Thank you. Okay, you can turn me on. Jack Noakes back at T-Bird Gym following a big win for Casper College tonight. They had no problem at all, winning 124 to 79 to run their record to 8-2 on the season. We will have Tom Parks up here shortly. Just need a little ear. There we go. That's good. Thank you. So, the head coach will join us in a minute as the T-Birds, with a resounding win. They led by as many in this ball game as 50 points. They end up winning it, as I said earlier, by a final count of 124 to 79. Tom Park's going to join us here momentarily as he goes over the score sheet and the microphone. Well, you could easily spend an hour looking at that thing, just going over all the stats. The guys had it going tonight, especially your big guys.
Yeah, I mean, you guys aren't around every day in practice. I think we're pretty tough on those guys. Yell specifically, I mean, he's been shooting the ball really well. I mean, I think he started 1 for 15 on the year, maybe.
Yeah, you were the one who said he could shoot it outside, told me that, and I hadn't seen that. Saw it tonight.
Yeah, and I don't know what he's been since he started 1 for 15. But he's made a lot of them. I mean, I would guess it's over 50% since probably game 4. But I mean, it's more the rebounding. I think it's the consistent effort. He's a kid who has had a hard time just kind of fighting through fatigue, and he'll play hard in spurts, but we'll have to get him out. And I thought today, to have 21 and 20 in 25 minutes, I thought he did a great job. And, he had a great day of practice yesterday, probably maybe one of his best practices of the year. So I think he's starting to figure things out. And if he can figure those things out, I mean, he's arguably one of the best players in the country if he can do that on a consistent basis.
One thing that just jumps right off the page, 66 to 32. That's rebounds. My goodness.
Yeah.
When have you coached a team with 66 rebounds?
I don't know. And I think more importantly, whenever you coach a team that has 24, I mean, we had 23 against North Idaho the second time we played them. And, that game, Abdul had 45, and I think people thought we won the game because Abdul had 45. But, he won the game by 5 with a 2 at the buzzer. So it was a 3-point game, with 2 seconds left on the clock. And I don't know how much they believed it, but I think this just shows you today. And what I liked is, we kept rebounding. Ben Basil kept rebounding and getting offensive rebounds. He had 7. You had a guy with 8, I guess he had 6. Okay, you had 2 guys with 6 offensive rebounds, Steven with 4, and a bunch of guys just with a handful. And so I don't know. I mean, that's probably what I'm most proud of is our consistent effort to attack the glass.
Well, you fell behind a little bit early. It lasted for all of about 5 minutes, and then the race was on. You got to be happy with the way you kept your foot on the accelerator the whole game. Those guys did.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought we did a good job. I thought we could have finished the half a little bit better. I know I'm being really picky, but I mean, I feel like that's what you have to do is you can't be complacent and just be excited about the win. I think you have to really look and try to figure out what you can do a better job of. I thought we got a little lazy in our press towards the end, and that one's tough because we had a bunch of fresh bodies in there. And so that one didn't make sense because we had fresh bodies going against guys that had to play the whole game. And so, again, I'm being really picky, and I'm not a negative coach, and I am really excited about, our defensive effort tonight because that's what we really lacked the weekend before. I thought it was we didn't stop him in the press. We don't need to play any defense. And I thought we didn't stop him in the press, and we played good half-court defense, especially for the first 30 minutes of the game. And I think it's hard when the score is what it is with 10 minutes left to play to really continue that as much as I'd want to as a coach. I mean, it's hard, you're just sitting there and you're like, well, we're still at 40, so.
7 guys in double figures. You got to be happy, too, with the fact that it doesn't have to be all Abdul Bashir.
Well, and I said it. I yelled it, to our guys in, the first 2 minutes of the game, and I'm like, guys, they think we have one player. And that's something that really just irks me a little bit because we have a very, high-profile player in Abdul Bashir, but he's also a smart basketball player. I mean, if he has a window opportunity, he's going to take it. But, he was the guy in the huddle, I think, under the first meeting. He's like, guys, if they're going to guard me like this, carve them up 4-on-4. You guys are better. Their rotations are going to be off. Their help's going to be off. Your gaps are going to be bigger. Your driving lanes. And so, yeah, I mean, I think that was special. I actually missed Ben 17. I thought he was really, really good, too. It's definitely not all about Yale. I think Ben had a good week in practice because Steven was out with an ankle injury that happened up in North Idaho in the first game up there against North Idaho. And I think we've been kind of waiting for Ben to have a game like this because I don't know how confident he's been playing, and to have 17 and 13 and have some really big offensive rebounds and some big plays. It was good to see. And, again, in 20 minutes, I don't
know if any coach you'll see this year will have the nerve to tell him, take a charge from number 21. Yeah,
and honestly, I've told them, and I don't even care if I'm sure no coaches are going to sit here and listen, 10, 15 minutes after the game, but I told them if they do, just run them over. You know what I mean? They're only going to take one, and that's going to be it. So.
And he's got, it's the first time I've ever really seen him go up and down the sideline. I mean, he can get there in a hurry.
Yeah, and he can, and he's a decent ball handler in the open court. He just hasn't been playing confident, and Steven's been playing so well for us that I had to tell him the other day, I'm like, you don't come out because you make mistakes. You come out because Steven's been doing a really good job, and we want to get him back on the court, and you got to take advantage of your moments. But I do think that the balance is starting to shift a little bit where we can get some things out of Ben that we might not be able to get out of Steven, and I think they motivate each other really well because you got to keep showing up because they're both really talented and they both can play a lot for us.
Tomorrow, McCook. This is an old rival. Goes back to my age. Did you see him at all today?
I saw him today. I mean, I've watched probably a little bit more than I normally had just because I started just scouting Lake Region earlier. I mean, they're really scrappy. You know, they do have some size. They got a 7'2" kid. Their rotations are different every game. It seems like different guys are playing majority of the minutes. But they're going to be really scrappy, and they're going to play really confident. You know, I'm sure they're excited for the opportunity. You know, we've told our guys, like, when you're Casper College and when you're playing at home, like, you're going to get everyone's best. You know, for a lot of teams, that's something that they'll probably remember for the rest of their lives is, oh, we beat Casper at Casper, you know, and so I know they're going to come out ready to play. You know, I mean, we have to make sure we take care of the ball. Like I said, they're really scrappy. We're going to have to guard the ball, and I think we did a good job at, you know, just knowing personnel this game, knowing, you know, who were drivers and things like that, and it shows with their field goal percentage. I mean, 36 from the field, 22 from three. You know, I mean, we can't help what they shoot from the free throw line, but I thought that was a lot of personnel and our guys making guys that weren't great shooters shoot a lot of threes, and guys that were drivers that had a hard time getting in the paint.
Good crowd tonight. Hopefully we'll have one tomorrow, too.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's unbelievable what, you know, how fortunate we are here to have the people here to show up and, you know, stay for back-to-back games, and even employees. I've said it on the coach's show. I mean, employees in a normal day, you know, they work on Friday and they come here and they spend, you know, from 5 to 9. You know, I think that says a lot about how special of a place Casper College is.
Congratulations. Nice win. We will see you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Tom Parks, the T-Birds, with a big 124-79 win, run their record 8-2. We'll see you tomorrow. Ladies' game should tip right around 4 o'clock, the men at 6. So long from Sweet Erickson T-Bird Gym.